You guys don't know, as part of association rules, you have to go and do something called supervision hours. So you have to be supervised and speak under case notes and all bits and pieces about what you do and your caseload, and bring a case study to the table with your supervisor, who is a little bit more educated than you. And obviously that's a requirement by my association as a hypnotherapist. So something that came up yesterday was the difference between adulting and being an adult. And when I tell you I was wide-eyed with this concept, let me tell you why. Because people nowadays are acting like adults. They're having kids, buying homes, buying cars, having jobs, having careers, having a marriage. But it doesn't mean they are adulting. Sorry, doesn't mean that they are being an adult. Because the missing ingredient is accountability, responsibility, and apologizing for when you make a mistake. So the concept came up, a lot of people are doing adult things, but the missing ingredient is when they stuff up, and they are lacking the sense of taking responsibility. And then apologizing for the mistake and then making it right. And I see this so much with couples. He's doing this and it's all his fault and it's all my trauma's fault, and literally blaming everyone else except for themselves. Because the common denominator in these relationships is the you. When you're pointing the finger, there's three pointing back at you. So you have to check yourself multiple times before you point the finger. Sometimes, me included, it's easy to blame the other person. But I think it comes to a fact, like, if you blame someone else, what can you do with that? There's no power there, because they're not going to change. If they're not going to take responsibility, they can't, be adaptable. Not everyone's going to be adaptable and changeable and flexible. Thus, either your perspective needs to change or your expectation needs to be lowered. Or maybe this person is just not for you. So there's a little bit of pizzazz there while I have my morning coffee. So to summarize, just because you're an adult and you're older doesn't mean you're mature. Maturity comes from responsibility and accountability. So stop playing victim. Sorry, not sorry.